Oh, hello. If you are a cocktail drinking nerd like me, hit that subscribe button and join me for a drink. Today we are celebrating American independence. In other words, happy 4th of July. The 4th of July has become known as the holiday to hang out at the pool and barbecue and blow things up. And today I'm going to show you a very simple cocktail that you can make to enjoy at the pool. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit of the history of the 4th of July itself. I learned some interesting things about the 4th of July when I was doing my research for this video. The first thing that I learned was that it wasn't actually a federal holiday until 1941. Also, I learned that while we celebrate America's independence on the 4th of July, the Continental Congress actually agreed to it on July 2nd. And the reason that we celebrate it on the 4th is because that's when they had the draft completely written up and signed. Also, the Liberty Bell was not rung on July 4th. It was rung on July 8th when they did the first official reading of the Declaration of Independence. Another fun fact that I learned was that 3 American presidents died on 4th of July. How very patriotic of them. One was Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and they actually died on the same day within hours of each other. And then the other was James Monroe about 10 years later. So what am I making for my 4th of July celebration? I wanted to make something that was very fruity. And I kept coming back to those 4th of July cakes. I'm sure you've all seen them that are made with blueberries and strawberries, and they look like the American flag. And so it got me to thinking about making a drink that incorporated blueberries and strawberries, which are in season right now. So I decided to do my version of a smash, which is a cocktail that's been around for a long time. It was actually first written in Jerry Thomas's Bartender's Guide, which I reference more for fun than anything else. But it is written in there, and the basic recipe is just some type of alcohol, some type of syrup, and some type of fruit. Beyond that, there's a lot of liberties that you can take. I really wanted this to have as much berry flavor as possible. So what I did was I took some Flor de Caña rum. This is just a dry silver rum, great for daiquiris and other cocktails. So what I did was I infused it in my porthole. And I do have a couple other videos on this. I have one that I can link above for you where I load the porthole so you can see how to do it if you have one of these. What I did was I loaded this porthole with blueberries, strawberries, lemons, and mint. And then I let it sit for a couple days and it turned into this beautiful red color. So that's just rum with my infusion. For the recipe, I'm going to take 2 ounces of this infused rum. And then I didn't think this was enough berry flavor, even though I mean, it's a lot. I had some Chambord lying around. If you have this, it's great for a lot of different cocktails. It's a raspberry liqueur. So I'm gonna add an ounce of that to my mixture as well. And then I'm gonna do a ½ ounce of simple syrup just to sweeten this a little bit. The last thing I'm going to add is 3/4 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And if you don't have one of these portholes, you can do this by adding all of the ingredients to a mason jar and letting it sit for 3 to 4 days. That will give you the same exact result. Also, if it's 4th of July and you're desperate and you don't want to deal with infusing it, you could just muddle the blueberries, the lemon, and the strawberries at the bottom of your glass with some mint, and you would get the same results. I'm not going to shake this yet because I don't want it to get diluted while I crush my ice. So in Texas, snow cones are wildly popular. I haven't quite figured out why yet, but Texans love their snow cones. But I also thought for 4th of July, that would be kind of a cool thing to do, to make an adult snow cone type thing. I don't happen to have one of those machines that makes the shaved ice for you. You can do it with one of these bags and just take out all your aggression on the ice, but you really have to bang it good to get all of it crushed properly. So I'm gonna take a minute to do that, and then I'll be back in a minute to strain my drink into my homemade adult snow cone. All right, guys, that's got to be good enough. I can see how the machine would come in handy, but who seriously needs the machine to make snow cones once a year, right? Okay, so for vessel, it's pretty crushed. For vessel, I'm going to use a mason jar. Kind of thought it was cute. Goes along with the 4th of July theme. You could use a solo cup here, especially if you're out by the pool. Don't want to have any glass out there. So I'm going to fill it up almost to the top. And then I'm going to stop because I want to leave a little room for me to get that drink in there, and then I'll put a little bit more over top to create that dome that you see with snow cones. So back to my drink. Now that I've got that all prepared, I can go ahead and shake this and transfer it into my glass. Make sure you have a good seal before you start shaking, or else you get to try a little sample before it's ready. Transfer this over to my glass, and I am loving this color. Now that I've got that in there, I'm going to top it off and try to get a little dome over top of it. There we go. Saved a little bit there just to color the top of that ice. Okay, and then for garnishes. I lost Brad in the move, guys, but I do have 4 other gentlemen that would be happy to join me for this cocktail, so we're gonna go with Cody. I really like Brad the best though because he has kind of cross-eyed and the rest of them have normal eyes, but what are you gonna do? So we'll put Cody in there. And then I've got some fresh mint. Put a straw. Some blueberries. It's getting really full. Strawberry fan again. I love to use this when I can. I know it's old school, but it's so cute. So all I did was put some slices in the strawberry, and then you kind of smush it so it creates a fan. And then I gotta find somewhere for this little guy to sit. How about right there? Okay. And there you have it, a 4th of July snow cone smash. The mint and the berries are so delicious here. It definitely has that berry flavor that I was looking for, and the mint combined with that is going to be so great when it's hot and I'm in the pool. I can't wait to try this then. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, and most of all, don't be an Americant. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Cheers.